Hey guys, happy New Year's Eve. For those of you that have never seen this video before, I basically just talk about things that I've learned throughout the year. So last year I did 21 things I learned in 2021, and then obviously you can see the title of this video, but it's 22 things I learned in 2022. I really like making this video every year. I just feel like it's a really good opportunity to reflect on your year as a whole and see how you've grown and what you've learned. So I really enjoyed making this video. So without further ado, here are 22 things I learned in 2022. I can drive pretty well in Atlanta now. I used to be really scared of driving in Atlanta because people here are crazy, literally crazy. Some people think that there is no one else on the road sometimes. It's insane. But I've gotten pretty confident with driving here over this year, so it used to be like a pretty big fear of mine, so that is good news for me. Do more than just cardio at the gym. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, duh to this one, but I used to just run for 30 minutes and that's all I would do. But I finally came around to making a workout split and I've actually enjoyed it a lot more. I think it's like a lot better than just running every day. I feel like it's really up to you what makes you feel the best. But doing a full body workout for me, I really enjoy that a lot more than just doing cardio every single day. I used to just never want to pick up a weight. Like I hated lifting weights, but I feel like it's not so bad anymore. Like I kind of enjoy the different workouts you can do. I think it's kind of fun. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. Partying all the time isn't sustainable and I honestly don't really like it that much anymore. I used to be a party animal. I used to party all the time. I used to love going out like the 24/7, literally all the time. But I just don't anymore. Nothing really happened that made me like suddenly switch, but I don't find it as appealing as I used to. And honestly, I beat myself up a lot about it too. And I thought that maybe something was wrong with me for like not wanting to go out as much, but I realized that that's not true. I don't know if it's correct to say I've grown out of it because I still like to go occasionally, but just not as much as I used to. Trust more, or at least try to. Hard work really does pay off, even though you might not see it immediately. This was a big one for me this year, especially with all the interviews that I was doing for internships. It gets really stressful, and also just like all of the studying and all of the work, and oh my god. But it really does pay off in the long run, so keep that in mind because there's obviously a reason why you're doing something. Always remember that. Get a cup with a straw. You can literally see mine, like right here. Do you see it? Right here. I promise you'll drink more water if you get a cup with a straw. I take that cup everywhere, and when I forget it, I get really sad. Call your mom or your family more. I've been better about it this year. I've been a lot better about it this year. I feel like I never used to call home that much. I think it's important, especially if, you know, you don't get to see your family that much. They probably miss you. So buy flowers for your RA, especially if they're cute. That's a plus. Just because you can drink does not mean that you should. Stop using deodorant with aluminum. It's not good for you. I used to get a lot of inflammation in my underarms with this deodorant that I used to use. Then I switched to an aluminum plastic-free deodorant, and I've never had like irritation since. It can also be pretty damaging to you over time, so it's good to use a deodorant that's not giving you a lot of irritation. If you feel like your values are being compromised by staying in a group or an organization, then leave. Be confident. I still need to work on this one, but I feel like I've gotten better this year, so that's good. If a dentist tells you something crazy, get a second opinion. Guys, I want to make a video about it at some point. I had a horrible dentist interaction not long ago, and I almost cried in the dentist office. I'll talk about it sometime in the future, but it's a funny story. But don't believe crazy shit that your dentist tells you. Get a second opinion. Make the choice that you think will benefit you in the long run. Sometimes it can be hard initially, but it will get better. If you end up with random roommates, make the effort to get to know them. You might end up making one of your best friends. That happened to me, so I highly recommend. It is really hard to manage a million things at once unless you plan it out really well or really far in advance. I definitely saw this a lot with my videos this year. Like I feel like my videos were kind of the only thing that I really lacked in this year. I really want to make better videos, but to do that I need to make time to also plan them out. So that's my goal for the coming year. I want to make videos like I used to that I really enjoy, but to do that I need to make time to plan them out. Some friendships end for no reason at all, and this is okay. It's normal. Sometimes you just grow out of people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it happens sometimes. Floss before you brush your teeth. It's actually better for you. And it also helps to preserve more fluoride from your toothpaste. Constantly helping people like 24/7 will tire you out. This is normal. Like you can't help people all the time. I don't mean to sound like an ass for saying this, but like I like helping people, but I realized this year that there's a limit. Like there's only so much I can do until I like can't do it anymore. Don't show up for people that don't show up for you. Having peace and quiet every so often is so necessary for my sanity. Like I need quiet time. There's construction going on like right outside my apartment, and I think it's finally coming to an end soon, but oh my god guys, every morning. So the last thing that I have on my list is probably the most important thing. I really didn't understand how like crucial this was until this year, and that is that you deserve consistent people in your life. And by this I mean that the people that are close to you shouldn't be switching up with you all the time. Like they shouldn't be like acting one way and then acting another way. Like if they're your friend, they should be treating you like a friend all the time. If you feel bad when you're around them, that's a problem. If they're constantly in and out of treating you like okay and then poorly, that's toxic. That's toxic, guys. It's really important to feel comfortable with the people that you're close to, knowing that their intentions aren't to hurt hurt you. Their intentions are never to hurt you, and they only want what's best for you. Like, that's so important. If you're with people that are very inconsistent, it can drain you. You should have people in your life that are consistent. Anyway guys, that was the last thing on my list, and this video is insanely long, so I will be spending a long time editing this. But I hope you guys enjoyed my list of 22 things that I learned in 2022. This year was a really big year of growth for me, and I feel like it was the year where I, for the most part, had everything together. Like, I did a pretty good job of having my life together this year. Except my videos. My videos were not very good this year. Anyway, that is all I have for you guys this week. But I will see you guys next week in the new year, 2023. Let's go with another video. So until then, bye.
Underneath was